This is Packet Tracer 3.5.4, Planning and Building an Enterprise Network. The objective is to plan, design, and build a large enterprise network utilizing multiple VLANs, inter-VLAN routing, and VTP domains. Step 1 is to connect our router and our switches. So we're going to use a copper straight through on the router, put it on the very first fast Ethernet to the very last one on floor 1 switch. Now we're going to connect the switches together using a crossover on the gigabit Ethernet, and now those are connected. Step 2 is to configure basic switch and routing configurations. On the router, go to command line, enable conft. We're going to set the host name. So host name is going to be ISR_RTR. Enable the password. Set the VTY lines and the line console. And copy run start. Let's go to the other devices. Floor 1 switch, command line, enable conft, host name, enable password, line VTY, line console. Copy run start. Floor 2, enable conft, host name, enable password, line VTY, password, class, login, line console, password, class, login, and copy run start. Floor 3 switch, command line, enable conft, host name, enable password, line VTY, password, class, login, line console, password, class, login, and copy run start. Step 3 is to configure the interfaces connecting the router and switches. We're going to set the switches as trunk ports. So on the floor 1 switch, we need to get into our gigabit interface. conft int gig 1/1, new switch port mode trunk, end switch 2 conft int gig 1/1, switch port mode trunk, end. Now let's do the second one. So conft int gig 1/2. This is the one to the third switch. Switch port mode trunk, end. Switch 3 int gig 1/1, switch port mode trunk, end. Now we're going to set the interface on floor 1 switch that's connected to the ISR router as a trunk port. So conft int fa 0/24, switch port mode trunk, end. On the router, we are going to go into the Ethernet interface, no shutdown, and then we're going to configure 3 sub-interfaces. Interface 0/0.20, encapsulation DOT1Q20, IP address 192.168.20.1 space 255.255.255.0. Exit INTFA 0/0.25. Then encapsulation DOT1Q25, IP address 192.168.25.1 space 255.255.255.0. Exit INTFA 0/0.30. Encapsulation DOT1Q30, IP address 192.168.30.1 space 255.255.255.0. End. Copy run start. Now we're going to set up the VTP, the floor 1 switch. Config T, VTP domains site X, VTP mode server, and VTP password Cisco VTP. And let's go to the other 2 switches. VTP domain site X, VTP mode client, VTP password Cisco VTP. Switch 3, VTP domain site X, VTP mode client, and VTP password, Cisco BT, right? Step 5, we're going to name the VLAN on the V2P server, which is floor 1 switch. We're going to put those names in. So T VLAN 20, name admin, VLAN 25, name management, VLAN 30, name finance, right? Now we're going to configure the Ethernet for LAN on the floor 1 switch, INT FA0/1. Switch port, mode, access, switch port, access, VLAN 20. And on switch 2, going to use the same port, switch port, mode, access, switch port, access, VLAN 25. And on switch 3, same port, VLAN 30, mode, access, switch port, access, VLAN 30. Now we're going to connect the PCs to our switches. Using a straight through, connect it to the best Ethernet. As soon as these are up, we're going to ping. Okay, let's ping desktop command prompt ping 192.168.25.101. And we have a reply. And now let's ping 192.168.30.101. And we have a reply from that as well, so we can ping. Now let's check our results. And we have completed the activity. And that is Packet Tracer 3.5.4.